Huh. So I haven't made a video in like I think it's been like maybe a week now, maybe more than a week. Um, where I left off, I was five and five, right? For my trading week, I was 5 and 5. Um, I was I was doing so well, and yo, what's up, guys? Basically, the point of the video, I'm just going over my trading week and where I left off. I'm gonna be playing while I do this, just sort of talking about my trading week, how it went, what happened. I blew up my account again. Long story short, so I'm gonna go over that. Where I'm currently at in my trading journey, like what sort of obstacles I face being almost a year in now, right? I think I started in May. We're coming up to April now, so almost a full year of trading. And I think I might be doing worse now than I was a year ago. And I say that because I've sort of desensitized myself to the idea of like losing money, right? Um, we're always told that hey, like we're supposed to be numb to that and we're not supposed to let our emotions like override our trades. But I'm sure when we're told this, we're told in a safe manner to do so in a safe manner, not not uh over leveraging on every trade and just saying fuck it, like, you just I'm blowing up here, you know? So that's my problem. I failed to I failed to follow any bankroll management, any risk management, and it's hard to see any success when you do so, right? You can have 10 trading days, like 10 win-win trading days, nothing but profit, but if you're if that one loss comes and you're just ready to lose it all, that's where that that lack of risk management will just come back to bite you. And it's kind of where I'm stuck at right now. So this video is to just sort of acknowledge that. Um, I know what my problem is. It's just when it comes down to it, when I'm in that trade, I just can't I just can't let go of it. I don't know what it is. Um, that hope of it coming back just always comes back to like bite me, right? And I think that comes from um it'll creep in like slowly, right? Like I'll start off Monday, I'll have a good training day on Monday. Tuesday, it's also good as well. Wednesday, I might have a trade that I hold for a little too long. It comes back and it just reinforces that like idea that like it always comes back, right? And this is like I think I've blown my account up like 10 times. Um and that it's just crazy. Um like my losses are huge compared to my wins. You know, I I think right, I think I know what has to be done, but it's just so hard to do it. Um I don't follow any sort of risk management. Um I've gone over this conversation with myself like many times. I go over it with like ChatGPT and my girlfriend, and so it's just it's not like I don't know what I have to do, but when it comes down to it, I don't do it. I think it's like I think it just has to do with discipline and all of that, right? Like what it means to follow your rules, to be disciplined. So, uh, I just failed to do so, and um, any sort of stuff like that, it always comes to light. I like to think like if you have that a sort of like bad habit that in your trading career that you choose to ignore today, it'll always come. It'll always like come to light, right? Like for me, it's holding on to my trades for far too long. Um, I'll be winning. I think like, hey, this is finally it. Like I'm finally like profitable, right? And I've come to like understanding that it might take me a year. Well, I'm like hitting that 1 year mark. So it might take me 2 years, 3 years, but it's just getting really hard for me to want to continue to see it through for the simple fact that I keep blowing my accounts and I just can't keep blowing accounts, right? And I trade options, right? I'm an option trader. I don't do futures. Um, I hardly do futures, so it's real money, I'm not buying accounts and I'm not buying accounts and trading those. Um, I'm trading through Robinhood, and so I I also think that is one of my big mistakes, but I haven't come to fix it yet, right? Trading with Robinhood, when you're trading options, I don't know if you've noticed, but you can't you can't set a stop loss when you're trading with Robinhood, right? So you can't set a stop loss, at least for options. So you can't set a stop loss. You have to set like a a stop limit order at a price. You don't see like a visual line of where like you want the trade to close, right? You have to so what you have to do is you have to set that with the like the contract price. Let's say you bought a contract at what, $1.47. Like you have to you have to subtract that for your stop loss, and you won't know really where that lies on the chart. So it's a little bit more difficult, right, to set your stop loss. Um, I'm not gonna blame it completely on Robinhood, but I think there are different platforms that would help. I was thinking of it's like this one Lightspeed broker, something like that, that I was like really eyeing the other day. If I ever do decide to, it might be there, it might be Webull. What I'm looking for is for like um, platforms that kind of take their trading a little bit more seriously. I literally just saw that Robinhood started to have like NCAA basketball tournaments, like sort of like sports betting. And so once I see that on Robinhood, like I just kind of wonder where where like I'm at with my trading, Like I'm trading with this broker that's like sports betting on the side. Like I don't want to see I don't want to see like NCAA basketball stuff when I'm trying to trade, right, on the same broker. It just makes me feel like a gambler. And to a sense, like I might be just like a I've like always feared, that like trading is gambling, right? Um and I've never gambled. I don't like to gamble. Um, I don't like to gamble. I always kept away from it. It always felt sort of like just low for me, you know? Um, I remember I tried it like I want to say it was like I want to say it was like maybe a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, where I went to a casino and I lost. I think it was around like $25. It wasn't much, but it was in Mexico and it was pesos. And so 500 pesos is a lot out there, you know. It's not a lot of money here, but when you're over there and you know, it can just feel like a lot. So I remember losing and just telling myself like, and I lost it in the slot machine. So it was just the most like dull and bland sort of like feeling ever. It's just like I don't I didn't really get how people spent their time in there just clicking on that button, right? And just hoping for a better result than last time. Now that I kind of now that I kind of like overhear myself talking about it and such, like it literally sounds like trading. Um, I'm sort of there just every day planning, just hoping for a different outcome every time. And I'm not changing anything, you know. I think the way that I sort of try to predict a market trend or the the try to predict the market on that day. I think like it's very well thought out, my planning. But when it comes to risk management, I become like the full time like just addicted gambler, right? Um, when it comes to my risk management, that's where I lose it all and I just throw all of my like hard work as a trader just out the window, and I just sort of hope for the best. So, I know it has to be done. I probably won't be trading for a good while. I still want to continue to put like, so what these like trading videos are, is just like me putting out bodies of work and just like hopes that like something someday, you know, like comes out of this, right? I'm not, um, Um, I mean, I'm not expecting to get like rich or something, but what I'm like hoping for is just like having ideally similar people who who sort of see the market the way I do. And maybe I can meet new people who I can either trade with or just bounce ideas off of, right? I so that's kind of where I'm at, right? Just trading. I keep blowing up accounts. I I'm hey, I'm doing a lot better. I had 5 days of of consistent just back to back winning days, but I know that I know that I just know I come to like the understanding that like I know that I'm gonna blow up one day. And it's just something that just lingers, you know? And I try it and I continue to try it and I'll have these like back to back winning days. And then that one training day comes along and I just blow up. I lose everything and more, right? I'll make like 500, I'll make 1,000, I'll make like 2,000, and I'll just come to lose it all at some point. Um, it's just my risk management is just completely terrible and garbage, and so that's one thing I gotta continue to work on. I think that maybe giving myself time and just giving myself the space to really evolve and grow and develop without really placing trades, whether that be through just simulated guesses, trades, sort of something like that. I hope can can help me improve on my trading, right? I I want to give that a shot. I want to give trading just a little break so I can try to come back in maybe a few months and hopefully it'll work out a little bit better for me, right? Trading, I mean, it's tough, right? Like I'm very hard-headed. I'm very hard-headed in the sense that like I have to I have to get it, right? I have this sort of like ideology where I can do anything. I can do anything and when I do start something, I become really like I sort of have this ADHD where I just have to do that. I get so into stuff like crazy, right? I picked up basketball at one point, picked up basketball, and I was just playing every day. I was spending every day out there. I was like practicing. I would go out there and practice on my own. I would practice shooting. I would do all of that, right? I remember when I played football in school, like I always meal prepped, I always like ran. I went to like all the workouts. I played two sports. Like I tried to always I try to like always be the best um myself, right? I'm not like competing against everybody else, but like the best version of myself. So when it comes to trading, like I'll go over what has to like what I have to go over. I'll go over trading plans, but where I just lack anything, any sort of like structure um is my risk management, right? So when you have such like that wanting to see that success in something that isn't guaranteed, it's not even guaranteed, right? We all know this. Like that's also really scary for me. Like you're not guaranteed any sort of success at all. Most people actually never see success, and if they do, they it's just like the random 1% who's making like all of the money and everybody else is fighting for like crumbs, right? So that sort of also is like really scary, but so I just continuously blow up accounts, right? And there's nothing that I can do like to to really to really guarantee that I see success, right? There's no trying harder at what I do to really see that success. Study I can't study trading all day and expect to see results. I can't study constantly for like 5 weeks straight and see results. I can I can only it's just tough, right? It's a tough spot that I'm in. I really want to understand it. I really want to get it. I do I do listen to like discipline books. I do try to like listen to more. I don't really learn I'm not really learning how to I'm not really learning how to trade anymore. Um, but I am like there's no more strategies that I need to go over. There's none of that. I just need to go over my risk management. And so I do get like I do like my like I have like a habits book that I started reading. Don't know if you guys can see it, but they're like books that I'm starting to read. Just books that I can like hopefully take away from, man. Um, I've like I know where I succeed best at, right? It's trading with it would be trading with like I know my best time ranges. I know this, I know that. I know all of these like statistics that ideally should help somebody out, right? But there's just nothing I can do when there's just nothing that I can do when it's just my risk management, right? That moment when like I'm in a trade and I start to lose, constantly watching the charts, hoping that okay, here it'll like this is like um my like what I see, right? Like I'm looking at the charts and I'm like, okay, hopefully it'll just change here. Hopefully it'll change direction here. Okay, hopefully it'll change here. Okay, like this is like my last hope right here. And by the time that's like already happened, I've already lost so much that like it's just difficult to let go of the trade, right? It's just such a bad like mind frame that I've got myself into. It's so I'm so desensitized to the loss and it kills me. I blow up accounts um and I'm just afraid to lose, I guess. Like just afraid to lose and so it's kind of why I think I gotta give it up for a little bit. Give myself some time to practice that and to just give myself time to like um evolve, right? Give myself a little break. Maybe try to come back like with a clean like sheet, you know, and hopefully something clicks. I'm not really just get back to like the fundamentals and maybe just work my way up from there. Um, I don't want to give up, you know. I am currently going to school. Like what I'm doing in school is uh I'm getting my associates, my AA in general business. And after that, I'm gonna figure out where I want to continue to go after that. Ideally, I would like to have like some sort of career, whether that's in like finance, right? I want to have a career in like trading or something, but it just feels so impossible sometimes. Um, but just gonna keep at it. Just like it's sort of just a a talk of like where I'm at, um, why I continue to make these videos, right? It's just like me wanting to get that body of workout, talking to myself, understanding what my problems are, risk management, had the same conversations millions of times already. I've blown up probably 15 accounts. Um, every time the losses are just outrageous. I've like desensitized myself to everything. I I know what has to be done. I don't do it no matter what. So I think I'm just gonna give it some time before I start trading again. So just kind of where I'm at. So thank you guys.